Hi, we are Daphne and Stephanie. Join us in the new development of a sales process for the company we work at, H&M.
H&M has made several collaborations to bring out merchandising such as series and movies. This has attracted fans and has been a successful sales strategy.
And today we're going to work with the Friends series line, especially shirts, sweatshirts, and caps that contain the logo.
First of all, the sales process has certain steps to follow in order to be successful. First things first, planning.
To be clear about what will be done, we must know what we want to achieve. For this, we must define a goal. In this case, H&M has asked us to increase 50% of the sales of this line of wholesale apparel for the month of November.
To achieve this, we have developed a list of strategies that will allow us to achieve the objective in the estimated time.
The first strategy is to apply 3 months of financing on the clothesline, which can only be obtained by members of the H&M loyalty program or companies.
In the second strategy, we are going to apply email marketing by offering the benefits of the loyalty program.
And the third strategy is to offer wholesale packages of the clothing line and the option to customize labels.
One of the tactics that we will apply to achieve success in these strategies is the planning of the mailings and design of what will be sent.
The other tactic is to form a Salesforce team to go to each store and offer the product and make the benefits known.
Know how much money we have in order to be able to adapt the strategies.
This budget is assigned to us by our managers. We can give an estimate of what we need, but they have the final word.
In our meeting with H&M, we were informed that we have a budget of 50,000 pesos and we have to adapt our expenses and costs to that amount.
Now that we have how much we can spend and the strategies, we must organize when they will be done. And for that, we made a Gantt chart.
This way, we can have a better organization and our superiors can see how we are progressing.
In order to find the right people, we have listed the characteristics of our target market, which will be department stores that offer youth clothing such as H&M, stores such as Suburbia, Coppel, Sears, and Liverpool.
And the final part of the planning is the profit. It's to know everything about the product and its cost. The retail price in H&M store is 499 pesos. And wholesale will sell for 350 pesos. There will still be a profit margin of 200 pesos or 57% profit.
Now that we have the first stage, the planning, we must look at the first approach with the customers. For this, we must analyze all the information of the list that have been collected. After an investigation, we discovered that the best channel to have the first contact with the companies is through email. There we will send them an email indicating the wholesale packages we offer of that clothesline. With this strategy, there is a high probability of being contacted for a meeting to discuss everything in detail. In case the product isn't sold, at least it will have been visualized, and that is one more step to persuade the customer. Now that we have the first contact with potential customers, we must know how we will present the clothesline. For that, we must follow a logical order, guiding our possible customers step by step until they come to understand what benefits we can give them. In this case, we want to sell a style and a visual way to express the tastes of the final customers. For this, each of the companies that are interested in the product will be contacted and a meeting will be held. This Thursday, we'll have a meeting with Liverpool to offer them the clothing wholesale. For that, Stephanie and I will dress formally since it will be with the sales department of the company, and we will indicate them that if they follow the strategies that we have developed for advertising, the sales of the clothing line will be successful. We will also show them how H&M sales have increased by 70% since we have been offering products with the Friends team. We will let them know that 65% of the consumers are looking for similar products and that this offer could benefit them. But don't worry, we are already prepared for the presentation. The next step is the demonstration. We will integrate this step to the presentation and we will bring a shirt, a sweatshirt, and a cap with photos of the series or the logo. There they will see the quality and have a better look of the details. However, Stephanie and I thought this wouldn't be enough, so we will bring a brand ambassador, an influencer who will tell them in his own experience what has happened when he uploads photos on social media with the clothes. There we will inform them the number of people who ask him about the clothes, how many have bought those clothes through him, and the impact it has had on social media. Now we come to the interesting part, the negotiation. There we will listen to what they have to say, and we will have a negotiation offer ready in case they say no to the offer. There is a supplier with lower prices. We can adjust the price if they buy a certain quantity of shirts and sweatshirts. There are suppliers with better quality. We have offered brand value, and there we will remind them that they can mention that there will be a collaboration with H&M. As I said before, don't worry, we are ready. Let's negotiate.
After some sessions negotiating, when the two parties agreed to the negotiation, the deal will be closed with a contract, with each store specifying the terms and conditions and everything that was agreed so that it's in the writing. And there are evidence of said agreement. When each store receives the merch, they will have to fill out a forms, tell H&M if everything went well, if there was any merch with an error, if the number of products they requested arrived, etc. All of these in order to follow up on the purchases. In addition to that, a monthly call will be made to each store to make sure they have an excellent service, that everything is fine, and if they require more merch. After a few months, we will analyze how much we have sold to each store and see how have been our best customers and who have not so much, so that we can also build our client portfolio for future lines and collections. And finally of the process, we are going to analyze and using some metrics to see in which areas we can improve to be better and have more sales. Some examples are the numbers of buybacks, numbers of returns, numbers of orders, quantity of products, etc.
As we saw, there are several companies interested in the clothing line. We have created a loyalty program for companies that consists of giving financing options depending on the amount of clothing they buy, or purchases, and their income, something that suits their needs. If they are frequent customers, they receive more benefits. The financing plan is adapted to the customer's needs. There will be the option of payment cash and the interest-free months. Customers who have been consuming the product for more than 1 year will be able to choose the option of a consignment payment, where customers pay only for what they sold.
To conclude and get a better idea of the competition, let's make a brief analysis of two companies that have similar strategies. For this, we researched and found that Gap and American Eagle are strong competitors. For example, Gap is focused on consumers such as teenagers and young adults, as well as H&M. It's an international company and has a presence in several department stores, such as Liverpool and Sears. It's a strong competitor because it sells higher quality clothing and has more antiquity in the stores.
And the second one we analyzed is American Eagle, which is also an international company and sells trendy clothes, as well as H&M has had collaborations with various brands to make clothes that attract attention, such as Disney. It is a big threat to H&M because they have their own section in several department stores. This means that they cover more space in the stores, which can be difficult to match, but with our strategies we will achieve it without any problem.
Thank you for watching.